strategists had to go into Kibra to begin to get the details of what happens there. The biggest discovery was that based on the numbers of the registered voters in Kibra constituency, contrary to people's expectations, because traditionally they expect that it used to be a low constituency, but then it was discovered that the largest voting base in Kibra constituency were the Luyas, who were about 35%.
Hence Mariga,
the Luyas were the huge, they're the largest voters in Kibra constituency. Followed by the Kamba community.
Are you kidding?
I'm telling you the truth. Followed by the Kamba community. And then Luos come third. Closely followed by Kikuyu and then Kisis. Now, to explain about the tallying set, when you're saying about turnout in a polling station. Woodley, which is one of the wards that is under Kibra constituency, is actually part of Kibra constituency. And the current MCA was actually a Jubilee MCA. A gentleman from Montke. For Woodley. Which runs, from where Toy Market begins going down.
To Jamhuri.
Uko chini. It's all part of Kibra constituency. So generally people tend to think that the whole of Kibra constituency
is Kisumu.
So one of the things that happens is that during election times, because different people have different worries. There are people who are traders there, but are not necessarily politically aligned to Raila's politics. So around this time, there's actually an exodus.
Oh, people move away because
he is a registered voter. He is a registered voter to Woodley or Kibra. I have also taken keen interest in Nyayo High Rise, which is a sort of cosmopolitan. It has everybody. So there are those bunch of people who actually vote there, but then during election time, they actually opt to leave. So it's very possible that within Kibra constituency, that turnout might not necessarily be just because of exhaustion, but actually exodus of people who probably do not feel comfortable, and then they decide to exit the constituency. That could be a reason why in that polling station there is actually one of the streams in which Ruto performed even much better than Raila.
I think that's one of the shocking. There was a stream at Kibra where Ruto performed better than Raila.
Because it explains because the assumption has always been the way I've just told you. They assume that Kibra is part of Nyanza, but if you go deep into actually Kibra, the way it's split, it's split into almost 4 zones. There's an area you just go is largely Kisi communities and things like that. There's a place you go deep inside is where you find the Luos towards the railway line. But when you come up, when you're coming towards Toy Market and stuff,
it's cosmopolitan.
Because
the Woodley has been owned by UDA.
Jubilee actually in 2017, the MCA for Woodley, which is Kibra constituency, it's never mentioned.
And right now
it's actually Jubilee.
The former gospel musician DNG has won Woodley.
And it's Kibra, but somebody wouldn't imagine that. They'll be like, Raila Odinga is losing his base.
But then to piggyback on that, and also to comment on matters